In the top stories, Honorable Spencer Brand delivers address for World Post Day. Bahamas closes schools ahead of Milton's passage, and Florida braces for Hurricane Milton. Evacuation orders our major storm approaches. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. I'm Scotticia Hendrickson. Nationally, in honor of World Post Day 2024, Honorable Spencer Brand, Minister of Posts in the Nevis Island Administration, delivered a commemorative address celebrating the essential role postal services play in connecting communities and empowering people globally. This year's theme, 150 years of enabling communication and empowering peoples across the nations, pays tribute to the Universal Postal Union and its century-and-a-half-long mission of fostering international cooperation through postal services. Reflecting on the evolution of the postal service, Minister Brand highlighted its transformation from horse-drawn carriages to modern logistic networks, emphasizing its enduring significance despite the rise of digital communication. Quote, "The role of postal services remains dispensable, serving as a vital conduit for information, culture, and commerce," end quote. Minister Brand also underscored the importance of the postal service in Nevis, particularly in maintaining connections between the island's remote communities and the wider world. He praised the ongoing commitment to bridging the digital divide, ensuring that all citizens have access to reliable communication, regardless of socioeconomic status. Looking ahead, Minister Brand stressed the need for postal services to embrace sustainability, adopting eco-friendly practices in the face of climate change. He also honored the hard-working postal workers who continue to ensure that letters and packages reach their destinations, calling them unsung heroes. As the Postal Service marks this significant milestone, Minister Brand reaffirmed the government's commitment to enhancing services, embracing innovation, and fostering social inclusion, ensuring the legacy of postal communication endures for future generations. The Joseph and France, or JNF General Hospital, has been equipped with 2 colonoscopies, 2 ego-gastroduodenoscopes, and for the first time, this gives St. Kitts and Nevis the full ability to conduct screenings and other diagnostic procedures. The new equipment will be used for colon cancer, prostate cancer, and breast cancer, the top 3 leading causes of cancer deaths in St. Kitts and Nevis. It will also aid in diagnosing rectal and oral bleeding, abdominal pain, and other ailments. The equipment was donated by the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board during a brief ceremony on Tuesday. The ceremony was attended by Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Dr. Terence Drew, and other health officials. Prime Minister Drew expressed his gratitude to the Social Security Board for its contribution, highlighting how it complements the government's efforts to enhance healthcare services and the overall well-being of citizens. Looking to the up tier of the CONCACAF Nations League standings, the ultimately qualifying for the World Cup, the Sugar Boys continue their campaign on home soil, with patrons encouraged to cheer them on the stands from today. More in this report.
Fans are encouraged to come out and watch the 2 CONCACAF Nations League matches to be held in St. Kitts and Nevis over the next few days, when the Sugar Boys host the British Virgin Islands and Cayman Islands at Warner Park. Both matches will be free of cost, so fans are encouraged to come out and support the Sugar Boys. The boys face the British Virgin Islands on Wednesday, October 9th at 3:30 p.m. and a week later on Tuesday, October 15th, they play the Cayman Islands also at 3:30 p.m. Over the past few days, the players have been training and working hard in preparation for these matches. Assistant coach Austin Deco Huggins, at one of their most recent training sessions at Warner Park, said the team has been preparing well.
Preparation going quite well, not every day, as we had a good rest between last game and this game. So we now starting to pick up the momentum.
How would you build on the successes of the last round? I mean, you got 2 big wins last campaign.
It was a very important campaign for us last window. We had to win 2 games, which we did. So we are now back in St. Kitts playing home against BVI and Cayman Island amongst our own crowd. So it's going to be very exciting and we look forward for that. When we went to Cayman Island, we had a lot more home-based players, and as you could see, we got everybody here is home-based as well. So we're looking forward to showcasing the local talent. And we're going forward to win 2 games so that we could qualify for Group Stage B and also for the Gold Cup.
The SKNFA has made these matches free of cost to the general public as a sign of appreciation to the fans for all their support over the years. These matches come after the Sugar Boys secured victories against both opponents away in the Cayman Islands last month.
In regional news, Prime Minister Philip Davis has announced the closure of schools on some islands in the Bahamas as he urged nationals to be prepared for tropical storm conditions in anticipation of Hurricane Milton's passage. Schools will remain closed until Friday for in-person teaching. In a nationwide broadcast, Prime Minister Davis said that the Met Office has upgraded the status of the island in the northern Bahamas from a tropical storm watch to a tropical storm warning, as the Category 4 hurricane is expected to hit Florida on Wednesday. He said that the broadcast alert system has already been activated on all mobile phones in the country and is urging everyone to please pay attention to the alerts and follow the advice given. Prime Minister Davis said, given the projected path of Hurricane Milton and the fact that this is not projected to make landfall in the Bahamas, there is no need for panic or alarm. In international news, Hurricane Milton is poised to strike Florida's west coast late Wednesday or early Thursday, with millions of residents ordered to evacuate. Despite these mandates, some residents have chosen to stay, even as officials warn of life-threatening conditions. The Tampa Bay area, home of over 3.3 million people, is directly in the hurricane's path. The National Hurricane Center cautioned that although Milton may weaken slightly, it will likely remain a major hurricane upon landfall, potentially causing catastrophic destruction. As early Wednesday, the hurricane was centered 300 miles southwest of Tampa with maximum sustained winds of 160 miles per hour. Heavy rains has already begun affecting southwestern Florida, with forecast predicts rainfall up to 18 inches in some areas, leading to catastrophic flash flooding and tornadoes. Authorities have issued mandatory evacuation orders for 11 counties, affecting approximately 5.9 million residents. However, 1,000 of vehicles jammed highways. Some residents expressed a determination to stay. Tampa Mayor Jane Castor warned that storm surges up to 15 feet could submerge entire houses, emphasizing the dangers to those who stay behind. Florida's state and local governments are racing against time to clear debris left by Hurricane Helene, fearing it could become deadly projectiles in Milton's high winds. Governor Ron DeSantis reported that over 300 dump trucks have removed more than 1,300 loads of debris. Milton has already impacted Mexico's Yucatan state, causing minor damage as it passes offshore, by no reports death or injuries. As Florida prepares for what could be a historic storm, authorities have urged residents to heed warnings, evacuate when ordered, and stay informed as conditions worsen. And now for the weather. Present weather is partly cloudy. Winds are southeast at 8 to 16 miles per hour. The temperature today is 31 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1.2 to 1.8 meters or 5 to 6 feet, with northeasterly swells of 1.5 meters or 5 feet, reaching the northern coast this evening. A high surf advisory goes in effect this evening. The weather forecast for today predicts cloudy spells with a 60% or moderate chance of showers this morning and partly sunny with a decreasing chance of showers this afternoon. Tonight will be mostly fair and slightly hazy with a 20% or slight chance of brief shower. Sunset today will be at 5:53 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:03 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Scotty Hendrickson.